Hello people on the internet, I am Welsh Turtle and welcome to another Elite Dangerous video. Today I will be going over how to do the combat missions in Elite Dangerous. Before I get into this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel as this does help me a lot. Thank you if you do consider that. In this video I will be going over the outfitting of the ship to the loadout, how to do your mission, so get your mission from the mission board, and much more. And I will also put a full combat loadout for the Cobra Mark III in the description below. The ship of choice today is the Cobra Mark III, as in my opinion it's a really versatile ship, really good for combat, really good for cargo missions, and it can get a pretty decent jump range on you as well, if you ask me. So without further ado, let's get right into the guide. So I'm gonna come straight over into outfitting. I'm going to show you my loadout for the Cobra Mark III. So I have two 2F pulse lasers, which are really effective against enemy ship shields. If you can get a better grade of pulse lasers, go for it. I also have two 1G multi-cannons. Exact same thing, if you can get 1F multi-cannons, go for it, as these are very effective against a ship's hull. I will also show you my fire groups for these two setups. For my utility mounts, I have a kill warrant scanner, which helps you a lot with getting extra credits when you do a bounty mission, as when you lock onto a target you will pull this out into your fight before you start engaging, scan them, and then you will get a bounty credit boost. You will also need to assign this to a action group. I then have a shield booster, which increases the total strength of my shield. You can obviously get much better shield boosters. There seems to be none in here, sadly. I should probably check that before I actually came into this, but it does help boost your shield. Get whatever one you want if your reactor can take it. Next is the core internals. Try your best to get the best armor you can. It will affect your jump distance, but if you're just going for mainly bounty missions, I would say your range would need to be about 10 light years, maybe max. Minimum, maybe 9 light years, okay? I'm not the best with the light year jumps, but I know the bounty targets are normally pretty close to the system that you're coming from. The best reactor you can get, I have a 4C, but I'm pretty sure I can get a better one, like a 4A, maybe a different station. The best thrusters for the best maneuverability, I have 4E, and I could probably get better thrusters somewhere again, but I'm not gonna lie, I've not fully decked out my ship yet, so this isn't the final build, but this is a pretty decent build for what I've been doing. The life support doesn't really matter, just try your best not to get destroyed by the ship. If it gets too hairy, just jump on out. Try to stay behind the ship though as you're in the combat, so you don't get shot at, and then just jump right past them, and then you will have to probably either change your ship or upgrade it. Power distributor, I can't say the word. This will be how fast you can boost in your engines, or how fast you can change your pips, and how fast the systems will charge. I have a 3E. Again, if you can get a better one, get a better one. I might actually upgrade to a 3C just for now, and there we go. Right, 3E sensors and whatever fuel tanks you can get. Down onto optional internals, hull reinforcements for the shield generator, a frameshift drive interdictor. This will allow you to pull ships out of FSD. If you are also an FSD, you can assign this to an action group or fire group. Go up behind your target, pull them out of FSD with that little mini game that you might have done before. I then have a fuel scoop to get fuel, a vehicle for those missions that you need to go on the planet to scan a outpost, super cruise assist, more hull reinforcements, and the default planetary approach suite. So now I'm going to show you how to get your mission. So come over to your mission board, and missions that look like this that says put down or eliminate or assassinate, obliterate, so stuff like this, okay? You want to look for stuff like this, and it will tell you what you need to do the mission that you need to do. I would recommend looking at the light year system jump, but 880,000 credits is a pretty good reward, considering I just need to kill one person from that system. So I'm going to go ahead and take this mission. You can get a bunch of different ones, but I would just recommend going for ones that you're comfortable with that match your rank, or maybe a bit higher than your rank, like mostly harmless if you're a harmless, or one higher than your rank. So now, without further ado, I'm going to take you to my target location, which is not that one, Wolf 359 Jet Kimura. So no, that's the system. Here we go. So I will meet you at Wolf. So yeah. Okay, so here we are at Wolf 359. So first of all, upon arrival, I would recommend flying a bit out from the star to 1, watch your heat levels, and 2, to establish all orbital planes in your FSS scanner. So go ahead and go into your FSS scanner, come over until so just look around for your mission and come on over to this right here, okay? No, not this. You want to try and find your mission target. I've already found my target. It's somewhere in here, but it's what you will do is it will be a orange one of these. So you will then click on it, and then it will be orange and it'll say mission target. So once you've done that, we're then going to come on over to your navigation, and where you marked it, it will come up by here. In my case, I got a bit luckier this time. Than make the other parts that I made, I had one that was 929,000 kilolight seconds out. That was way too far out, so I didn't go that far out because that would take way too long and I didn't have that much time on my hands at the moment. So we're going to come on over to the mission target, and we're going to see if it's given. Yes, it's given us a name by here. So we're going to look for Mr. Featherbottom in our contacts when we arrive to the mission target. So we're going to jump out of FSD when we get to kilometers. I have made a guide on the FSS scanner. I'll put a little link in the top right of my screen, of your screen, if you want to go watch that. So yeah, here we are coming to the mission target, and I'm going to tell you how I would go about with the killing of the ship. Before I do go into the combat aspect, I want to show you my fire groups, show you the way I have it set out. Maybe you'll like it. So we're about to drop in a second right now. So we're going to disengage. And before I find Mr. Featherbottom, I'm going to come over the fire groups, put my throttle down to 0, and then I'm going to go into fire groups, and this is my current setup. The main ones you want to look at is this one, my first one, and my second one. So my kill one scanner and my frameshift interdictor is on my second one, and my pulse lasers and my multi-cannon are on my first one. Secondary fire is right click, and primary fire is left click. So I'm going to come into my contacts and look for Mr. Featherbottom. If he's not in there, we are just going to turn around and mark one of these ships and just hope it's the person that I am looking for. That's not going to be him, so it's more than likely going to be this one by here, in the Viper. Here he is. So now I'm going to pull out my hard points, come on over to my kill warrant scanner, switch my mode to combat as that's my primary fire, and I'm going to scan Mr. Featherbottom to try and get us combat, to try and get the bounty and get into combat. So here's my kill warrant scanner. I'm going to throttle down, put 3 pips into weapons, or 4, and 2 into engines. Come by here, and as you can see, it'll give me his bounty right by here. So I'm going to cycle back on over to my first one, and positioning in these fights are very, very key. So you want to stay behind them at all times and watch your throttle. Try to stay in the blue, as this is your optimal maneuvering speed that you can pull intense maneuvers down. So I'm going to come up behind Mr. Featherbottom, Stay within about 400 to 800 meters of him. I'm going to drop my throttle down, and I'm going to try and follow him. So here we go. I'm going to start shooting. And whenever he gets too close, I'm going to throttle down. If he goes too far away, I'm going to throttle up. Your range in this is very important. In my case, Mr. Featherbottom seems to be weakened by the security unit. So I'm just going to chase on after him. And I'm going to light him up with my multi-cannons, as that is my main damage against his hull. You won't be as lucky as me, more than likely. I did not know the security vessel was here. But there we go, he's dead. That happened a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. So if you have a cargo hull, you can nick some of his materials for engineering stuff. So there we go, that's pretty much it. Now, so what you want to do, you're going to go back on over to your navigation and look where your station is. Go like that, system map of your station. And my station in this case is right by here, so I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go fly on over back to Seoul, and I'll meet you back in the station that I need to put the bounty at. Okay, so here I am back at the station. I'm going to come over to my mission board, and then I'm going to come by here and I'm going to claim my bounty. Here we go, just as simple as that, with claiming your bounty. And that's literally, okay, that's all it is to it, with claiming your bounty and doing the assassination missions. If you do this, you can get a lot of easy credits, but other than that, you know, it is pretty easy in my opinion. So yeah, that's the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Please consider liking and subscribing. I really want to try and make YouTube like my secondary focus and upload more and more every day. This video is being recorded on a Saturday and I'm going to schedule it for a Monday, so I'm hoping that I can make YouTube one of my main focuses along with college, as I want to back up from college, which would be YouTube, but I would still do it even while I'm in college. So if you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any further questions on this, just leave in the comments below and I will try my best to reply. And yeah, I'll see all of you legends the next time. Peace.